closing out confidently, not just kind of, you know, coming down to one individual gunfight or something like that. But here, I think that the Desk kind of hit it home here. Starting on Breeze, there's definitely room for individuals to pop off here. My eyes go towards Romy. Van said you're excited about Muffin.
That's interesting. Cornea already going to find Ginny, and the follow-up not going to happen. Quick trade, Muffin there. 4v4, why have you done this to me in the first round, Michael?
Actually, Spike slowly making its way back towards Cave. No progress on the side of X10 just yet. Polly's tucked in. Actually, what's interesting is two members of Kru making their way towards double doors here. It's a perfect split. Oh, Polly's behind the wall. She actually tagged blind through it.
That is so unfortunate. And now Konsu still trying to try and find something, but actually finds the shot. Okay, we're down to a 2v2, and the plant should be pretty solid.
Unorthodox position for it, though. It looks as if they're going to try and play aggressively towards Bridge, anticipating double doors pressure, but Muffin's going to come through, find the first.
Yeah, Kalita, though, this needs to happen quickly, and the snap would have had to have been perfect, but now it's a bit of a favoured fight towards Alyssa. Kalita trying to play the timing.
She's got great timing on this.
Tap on the spike. And actually, Alyssa wants to get to at least half. Continues to sit. And Kalita, fantastic wrap around by Yellow. And Kru will pick up the first.
Crazy back and forth, though. I think maybe anticipating double doors pressure or potentially a flank coming back through Cave. So unorthodox position to choose there. But when both members actually come through from Bridge, like I said, the timing's all that really separates them here. Baby TZ actually doing fantastic work to find these two kills. And like I said, that was the kind of lurk, the split coming through double doors.
Okay. So again, leading into this tournament, I think a lot of us saw that initial bracket draw, and I think we all thought, okay, well, let's see how far they can get for both teams.
Yeah,
so it is going to be interesting. We finally get to look them up to their own devices. See, Muffin did manage to thread through, somewhat unnoted for now. Gets a fair fight. Kalita sharp with it to start with, and that's now a 5v4. So advantage there. A little note onto where the Sky will be residing.
Ginny just peeling away from double doors now. Baby TZ actually sets up now the shorty. No investment of any U2 other than the spy cam. And Romy, I think, is going to have heard that sound cue. That might be a signal for the rest of Kru to push up here. I mean, Romy could dash past this and kind of negate this shorty investment altogether.
Take a little bit of forethought towards it. I wonder how aware they are, and pulls the trigger on the first. Going to do a little bit of damage there, going to take one with them. Not too bad, but then once you get into the post plant, it is going to be far more difficult to bring any of the weaponry into a position of actually converting it.
It's a ghost and 3 rifles, essentially, with the Guardian in the mix as well. So very difficult for X10 to get anything done here. Actually, all 3 members blocked off towards archers. No confirmation with the L zone just yet. Actually, it's just 3 classics as well on the way back through. Yeah,
it would need a massive fumble. They have actually been able to close the gap, which is a little bit worrying. Yeah, that actually gives Alyssa a fair shot at this, and the follow-up. But she's gone down. This is never meant to be this way. Hopefully for Kinea, they can be the kind of underline to this. Ginny did get a rifle, gets it taken away. Got way too dangerous there.
I say Konsu will recover. Well, like I said, the Guardian purchase will be lost in the mix here. Kru should be able to share the wealth a little bit at least. So actually Kalita sitting at 6,300 now. 1 away from the Hunter's Fury already. With that pistol round plant. Next one here, and I mean, even Baby TZ. I thought the range was going to be a little bit of a problem there. The fact that they were drifting up on the left side of lane, but the fact that Alyssa comes through and finds 2 there, even pushing through the snake bite as well.
Yeah, I was worried when I saw them be able to kind of navigate so close. Even with those classics, the right click is still pretty potent, but looks like a default to begin with. Spike left way back, just out of spawn, so no real indicator as to their true intention, but a little bit of an exploration mission beginning towards Tube. So maybe something to look towards. An elbow, similar scenes on the other side. So Muffin, happy to test the waters, look around a little bit. I do want to see how far and what information Romy potentially gets. We do see that Cypher utility is there in place, so it won't be completely free access, but they can start working these things out.
Problem being, though, you can see here Romy's not going to be dashing towards default. That trip by it. Well, no, it's a slow push out from Kru. Whether or not they're going to spot it here with the Aldrone, I'm not sure if it was noted. The Aldrone was a little higher.
And well, spoke about it early. Good tag on one. But that's actually about it. But this is very surprising, getting this far ahead, and the dash over the top gets away. How on earth does Romy get away with that sort of thing? And now Polly from up on the top of the bridge, gonna get spotted. This is disastrous for X10, not looking so good now. Kru navigating past a couple of the hurdles, couple of those moments we were looking towards very comfortably. An abashed approach, really. And now Muffin really doesn't have many options here.
I'm not sure even when the tripwire is dealt with in Tube that Romy looked completely unnoted to that point.
Yeah, they didn't turn at all.
I'm not sure if the door swung open or there's some kind of distraction.
Same timing with the Hunter's Fury.
Exactly, yeah. Just a little bit of chaos that allows Romy to really punish with that early progress up Tube. Muffin going to try and hold on to this. 2 off the Blade Storm, so he's going to try and make something happen in round 4 here. There's not a lot of funds left to work with on the other side. This should be a big buffer, actually, to Kru as well. Yeah, round 3 on the board. Like I said, with those rifles coming across from the previous, you know what, it was 2 Vandals saved across?
I think so.
Lost the Guardian in the mix. They're going to be sitting very comfortably now in terms of the finances.
I'd almost want to see if I can note when the tripwire got dealt with, because right now, completely unawares. No one was really facing this way, even after the contact. You saw the turn.
Actually, even with the cage going up here, I'm not sure if they're banking on a sound cue from that or not.
Good to see the watch parties around the world. Had a couple of them now. Lovely to see the support worldwide here. And quite a regimented start for Kru. I'm not seeing too much danger just yet. A couple of rounds got a bit closer with, as I said, that Guardian moment. But beyond that, I want to see if Muffin now can maybe once again apply this pressure, but they seem very aware here.
I was going to say, it's only really Muffin kind of pushing and probing. There's no supportive utility coming through from Ginny or Alyssa to kind of enable this. Actually, the first time we do see it there, but Flash is a little shallow. Doesn't catch anything. And that's the rifle removed. That was the one real threat on the side of X10 here in this round.
I'd like to see a little bit more commitment with that. You said that Flash from where it was sent, I mean, relatively easy to handle. If it even had popped, having 2 players there, you could have even had one turning pretty comfortably for it. So the pick towards elbow, and they fall away from this. Now, once again, Konzu this time to work up towards Tube. So they've found the rhythm, the regiment that they want to start hitting towards. That A site is looking like the end goal, and it is just Polly tucked in the corner. I
think Polly's got another wall that she can potentially, tuck into this corner, try and avoid either the dart or the drone, but the snake bite is going to give it away.
Yeah, they should be fully aware, and there's that look. Again, the door just swings open, and Konzu gets the freest kill of her life. So be it Romy, be it Konzu, they find the positions. This is lovely. Really going to punish those rotations. Now, this wasn't too much to write home about in the form of the economy. We did only see that rifle brought over in the end. Ginny has recovered that, so that's fallen back into hand. But the ideals of this round are very minimal. That one attempt to try and prop up that initial play from Muffin really fizzled out.
I mean, the first blood kind of draws X10 towards B site, or towards mid at least, which is why there's a massive gap in terms of tube control. Whether or not actually in the next round on a better purchase, we're going to see X10 kind of address that early on, potentially put Muffin in a position to push down tube, pressure towards back cave, at least get some confirmation. It's much harder to swing through from elbow, like I said, with no real solid kind of opportunity to invest some utility. Like I said, the flash from Ginny just way too shallow, doesn't catch anything, doesn't even, I think, confirm presence on the outside. Muffin still commits to the swing. Definitely going to need something to change here. You see, I don't even think Muffin's aware of the second player there.
Yeah, I do want to see them address the amount of attention that is being put to that tube presence. We've seen it with 2 players now a couple of times, and paying off massively in both times. Now an early call out for X10. I think probably the right shout here. Let's see what that adjustment is coming out this time out. Let's see what X10 have for us. And if there is an adjustment from Kru as well. And straight down mid we go again.
Well, so Flash finds nothing. Muffin's going to take this space. Potential to catch Konsu here on the retreat away from outside cave. Actually, Konsu dips back towards it. Kalita moving that same way. No confirmation from Muffin just yet in terms of any audio cues. Like I said, it's been about 20 seconds now since that flash as well. Polly tucked into the same pocket we saw with this wall. Romy desperate to try and punish that. Very static here, though, from X10, even with this early progress in mid. Haven't really capitalized just yet, and Konsu going to punish it. Like I said, Muffin's just out on an island here as well. I said that dash timer just expiring ahead of that peak.
I guess that's how they're starting to deal with some of the utility invested towards Tube. Already going to be removing that. But you're right, a little, I want to say unlucky for Muffin in a way, but you're right, left hanging kind of high and dry in that one. Now, one player towards the back of the site, Baby TZ, is still sat towards this, but navigated around so far. Kru will get the foot in the door. Plant can come through pretty quickly as well.
30 seconds left.
Going to be noted and revealed, though. This is big information here. Alyssa can draw themselves over. This is massive information. And finally, X10 do get the grip on the game that we were asking for. That's substantially better. But the plant did come in, so Konzu does have an opportunity at this. One shot to really make it count. If he gets halfway, it might be a little over the line! 2 kills, dealt with by Ginny, but for a second, a little dangerous.
Great investment from Kru on the way through as well. You see the snake bite and that fragment going towards that back corner to try and prevent Baby TZ from kind of peeking back, so and isolate that peek towards ladder. Unfortunately, there's just no follow-through. You look at where the death marker's there on B site. Nobody's dealt with the dart.
No.
There's 2 players pushed up, but they're just getting pinged out 3 times. It allows X10 to reposition, find these kills seemingly for free. And actually, you can see here even better angle. This tripwire was completely unopposed. And that's with some great utility being invested towards backside. Saving grace being 3 forwards going to apply a little more pressure towards the finances. Going to bring 2 Bulldogs into this. Looks as if X10 may be reconsidering this early push from Muffin. Be Alyssa and Muffin peeking in tandem here. A big focus shift here for Kru as well. 1 towards elbow and 3 outside pillar and mid.
Yeah, it looks like their desire is to take over that mid control, maybe pressure towards top mid. We haven't really seen them go for this amount of attention to it, and actually, it's Kinnear to find Alyssa. So success found very quickly, maybe a little unnecessary to lean into that, considering they're very aware of that presence.
See, Polly goes exploring as well. Konsu's been so good at picking up these kills.
Very
kind of
solid.
That second wave of the round when things slow down just a little bit.
Yeah, really prying out some options for them towards the sites. We saw it a couple of rounds ago as well. Ginny gonna get a shot at this. Does Killy to note it. For now, not the case. Swings early, beautiful. Isolates one. Flash goes in, gonna confirm there are others here, but now outnumbered. Baby TZ just about makes it towards CT. And as we noted, the spikes on the site, players are there. And as hectic as it may have seemed, it's still 3 players alive. They still have everything they need. And Kru instantly back in control.
I mean, round 7 here, just to touch back on that initial, this looks like a different Kru.
Yeah.
Right, totally different opponent, yes, but it's well-oiled, it's well-drilled, and you can see they're sticking to the game plan in every single round. Unfortunately, X10, I say, keep kind of giving away that win condition that Kru are looking for, right? Is finding this easy opening engagement. There's no real second layer to Muffin's aggression here. They're playing a little deeper, and it's a slight overpeak from a listener. I think desperation to try and slow down that progress.
And maybe just feeling a little too much of that pressure. Again, you did know that Muffin was there towards that B tunnel, but was safe, didn't need to be bailed out. We didn't see them have to probe too far. But speaking of probing far, straight up tunnel. This time, utility not there, economy in tatters, of course. So this is just a switch up of pace. But look at the 3-play stack towards middle as well. This is a very curious brawl about to go down. Bashed already clearing through towards CT. Like, there's no one here. It's because they are literally all in middle. Konzu could be holding back a fair amount of this flood as Romy starts to explore a little. There has to be red flags flying. Konzu just found Alyssa, and you've got to be wondering where the hell the rest of them are.
I think they're reading this potentially was a B stack. Smoke on the trip here, so 2 players able to get back towards cave, but the plant is on backside. So Kru have read this perfectly.
Yeah, lovely plant. Does Muffin get that knife to the head that is really quite critical to any success of this, because again, the weaponry beyond that is poor. It's stingers, it's sheriffs. It's just not what you need in this, but they do manage to at least get close. But Kru, so consistent, so concise. And they shut down all worries with the Prime Gaming. Flawless here, 5 alive. Kru not looking phased by this, really keeping that composure, Mike.
Yeah, and concern being that that pressure on the economy continues and continues. We're coming to round 8 here, and it's already a 5-round deficit. Yes, ultimates to work with. Operator in hand now for Muffin, whether or not that's actually going to lean X10 back towards trying to find this opening pick. Or even just posting up a little deeper on one side or the other. And they can't keep conceding this space, though, to Kru.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them win out.
Problem being the pace change in the previous round is the worst sort of thing, right? If X10 start to lean a little deeper, Kru are going to run away with the early round. Resorting back to this very deep default. anticipating this aggression once again, but good to see Muffin posted up now.
Yeah, trying to maybe go through the options, right? Go through the lookbook, see which one they can try and make stick on this. Now, fortunately for them, they do have that Viper's Pit committed towards that B main entry point. So, as said, they can lean a little heavier towards this Ginny on guard duty towards Tunnel, but...
I mean, if anything, this setup kind of forces Kru, if they can kind of figure this out, right? Both extremities controlled, it forces Kru towards tube or mid. Problem being, I only see Alyssa and Nest once again. So if that pressure does come through, it's really concerning.
Yeah, and we have to see if Alyssa can actually hold it well this time. I think got a little overzealous to try and make sure it was kept safe, maybe put themselves in a more vulnerable position than ideal. Actually, Seeker's going to be sent in too, so going to give away the game. You can already see Alyssa slipping back a little deeper towards CT, maybe feeling like they have to play this safer. And a switch up. Bit of a fake. All that attention towards B. And straight in towards A they go, but we do know that Baby TZ is here and that operator in the hands of Muffin. So this should be a better defense than we've seen before, but it's a little messy. Konzu overwhelms and just gets this started. Muffin on the back of the side, though, still needs more. This has to be 2, I'd say. Gonna dash themselves into the smoke, give themselves a little bit of safety, gets out, misses the shot, and is probably dead. In the meantime, yes, Alyssa did find one, but it is still a 3v3, and with that Viper's Pit going up, the defense looks strong, but Conir punished.
There's 2 left to find now. Konsu actually tucked away towards bricks. This Aldron going to spot out one. The tag actually comes through onto Polly, but not going to expose herself. Konsu making a lot of noise, actually.
I like that though, trying to pull the attention around. Tap on the spike. And they're actually sitting this one. There it is, okay, denied. Galita, fantastic work in unison, and this is going to be devastating for Ginny. A fantastic attempt, but the time is starting to dwindle, and Ginny has to somehow clear through the pit. And look who's on the hunt for it, it's Konzu. And this is a commanding lead. This is a very strong start for Kru here, and I'm just still not seeing enough from X10.
Yeah, it's tough. Like I said, the setup here kind of forces Kru into that position. I just don't think X10 are anticipating such a fast rotation. You can see anybody move on the back of the information from the Seekers, right?
Yeah.
So they're almost anticipating that, yes, the hit's going to end up on A. Baby TZ just kind of caught out, I'll be honest. This jump up onto the box resets her aim just a little bit. Yeah, Kru able to flip that one back in their favor. In my eyes, yes, we're coming to round 9, but that almost feels like the nail in the coffin for the first half here.
Yeah, I think we have to be on top a couple of times.
This is interesting, though. Everyone's stacked towards B here.
Well, we've got 2 Stingers, 3 Sheriffs, so it's got a little fight to this. Light armor behind it. This is not going to be an easy round. Rummy's already in, though, and the spam comes out. Muffin going to give away the game, at least give away position. And they should note the stack here. This should be suddenly a real worry, and they are backing the hell away. Maybe for a double pump, maybe not, but the information now going to be relayed.
Actually, look at this, though. Kru almost bait it. There's actually 4 members rotating towards A site now. Actually, yeah, you can see Ginny just thinking better of it. Ginny did actually get that upgrade as well, so Phantom in the mix. The Kru have cut noise. I'm going to pause outside B here. I think they're considering the possibility it wasn't a full stack, right? And somebody's flanking, somebody's pushed through mid.
The amount of times we saw Polly tucked into that corner on A, for example, or anything of the such would be a little tricky to go and do that, but yeah, maybe Kru can find or punish someone for maybe getting a little over-aggressive or pushing out, but as we can see, obviously, and they can't, X10 are sitting deep on this. They have now pulled 3 players towards the A side. You can already see them pinging out the position that we've seen them tucked into a couple of times with that complementary wall, but...
It's 2 pistols and a stinger here, though.
Okay. Well, there's that contact. See if the full rotation party comes on in. They should be on the way now. Gonna spot the player on towards the pyramid itself. Great trade. Polly and Alyssa gonna hold back the flood. The players slow down. Beautiful shots coming out from Polly. That's the player we wanted to see. And now it's just Kinnear in a 1v3. Plant can go down. And we've got the tour de force out and about. Not gonna find the shot they need for the second time of asking. They get it. Drawn down on the head like a guillotine. And now Ginny gets held up for a second, pushed out of position. Kinnear reads it quite well here, but
the
does
stun
get
comes through.
caught by it, and now gets crunched on. I thought it was just out of distance of it, but beautifully handled. X10 get their second on the board.
The stun is crucial there. Conir desperate to close out this kill onto Ginny. I think actually noting Baby TZ on that. I don't know if it was a jump peek just to spam a couple of bullets there, but the Thrifty is converted. Could be the start of a run here for X10. All started here, Romy.
Yeah.
You see the spacing, just a little off. Romy gets all the way towards ladder. I said, mention them, Polly and Alyssa. Massive value in this round. It's so unfortunate. Like I said, that stun is absolutely crucial.
Yep. You started feeling that could have been possible, otherwise really did, but no, you're absolutely right. So that working out well. Operator back in play for Muffin as well. That's going to be utilized here, and we have a very, it looks like quite a straightforward A piece coming out. And Poly's position has been very much repeated now. They should be very aware of its chance being here, but actually they let it get away with one. Bashed gonna go down to this. Spike now down. You're gonna see them try to send out the utility and try and send it towards the back of the side, but they're losing numbers drastically. A little sloppy on the way in this time, and now getting punished. Muffin can deny the crossback or the post plant from being as safe. Now the last two players sitting deep towards cave. One with the lineups, and Kalita still has the two shock darts here as well.
Konsu has the poison orb set up as well, and the Monkey actually going to make this even a little dicey here.
They're diffusing. Yeah.
So I don't know if that was just a little miscommunication on the shock dart to come through for the poison orb. Very confusing to watch, but X10 building on that thrifty round win.
Yeah, a little weird with that. It maybe a mistiming, right? Because they kind of had what they needed, I feel. So.
Was there another shock dart as well to come? Because obviously the poison orb set up, it makes you wonder.
Yeah.
But that's 3 successful diffusers coming through. The only round victories here for X10. Money's still fairly comfortable for Kru. They're going to step up the pace just a little bit here. But Muffin, that operator in hand, now putting in work.
This could potentially slow down some of that aggression that we have seen Kru working towards, that confidence building through middle. Finally, something to alter that. We saw Alyssa struggling to hold that back, sitting a little deeper towards wall this time, so could potentially catch and punish a couple of these players up. Just heard the flash go through, and the peak is sharp from Kinnear. That's going to be Alyssa now punished. There's the Lurk trying to be caught, gets denied. X10 starting to really wake up here, Mike.
Shaking it off just a little bit. Muffin going to find another one. Actually finds a third as well. Beist will fall. Kalita now faced with a 1v3. Spike actually not committed anywhere, so this was full commitment towards actually taking this brawl in mid. Maybe trying to remove the operator from Muffin early on, because it has caused a couple of problems now. Spike retrieved, and a wide open A site here. X10 don't want to take any chances.
Well, Muffin is tagged. Poly is a little tagged too. Now, Kalita obviously doesn't know how much freedom that she has, but we'll have to take a gamble at it somewhere, right? Gonna pop down and dart towards deep back site.
Safe plant as well, so almost has to dig a little deeper and find this kill.
But if their spacing's good, if their trading's good, this is a very tricky position to be in. You've got to line up almost 2 of them, get them done quick. Gonna hear the drop, and gets one
no way.
in a second! Oh, and actually, knows where Baby TC is! Kalita could be on for this.
Oh,
no! That looked so likely to fall into place. But Baby TZ just about lives to tell the tale. And X10 have found themselves room here, Mike.
This is almost really awkward as well, because Polly's the one to give away the drop sound, right?
Yeah.
Actually, the swing onto Muffin is perfect.
Show me this round again, because it looked pretty good. You know, if you're looking at a clean denial, but it did become something that 1v3 did get a little too dangerous. And here it is, Kalita. Just it felt a little too nervous at the end.
Committing to the drone here as well.
Brave. God, bold way.
Just like that, the scoreline, we're at 7-4. Like I said, to build upon that thrifty round win, that was the catalyst for X10 in this half. Say ultimate-wise, the advantage definitely sits with X10 coming into this as well. Muffin looking for another one. Unsuccessful this time.
Romy, very aware of that, though. It feels like they were leaning into that a little bit more. They did get rewarded in that prior round for it, so don't blame them for going for another bite of the cherry, but this time, yeah, a little sharper to it. And quicker towards middle. We're at 1 minute 13, and they have taken top mid. They are pressuring tunnel. There is a pinch towards B, trying to maybe circumnavigate around. But again, the information, huge. Poly going to make the most of that. Bashed is dead. And that's the Spike left in, well, no man's land at the moment. Poly still alive, just trying to dip and dodge around, keep themselves standing. And no big success towards the side just yet for Kru.
Spike still kind of stuck in tunnel right now. Alyssa Ready to hold the cross. Konsu going to be the first up to the task, but I think now with 3 separate players noted on B site, Kru fancy their chances of catching this rotation. Problem being, Muffin has repositioned all the way towards stairs.
30 seconds left.
Not alone either. Support in place. Muffin could be good for one, and then the trade could be great. Romy seems very aware of the possibility, but the teammate just gets shattered behind her. But great trade for Romy. And now Muffin going to go for the blades as well. 13 seconds. They need that spike to go down. They needed it pretty quick. Support on the way. Great defense coming out from Kru, defending that spike plant. Another by the door. Kinnear on the money. And now Muffin in a 1v3. Better hit these shots and hit them hard. Tries to go for it. Not going to happen. Kinnear going to keep a strong lead towards the half.
What a comeback, though, to even make this an 8-4 half, right? This felt so one-sided. I think it was round 7, round 8. I was almost saying this feels like the nail in the coffin for this half. It's a great work from X10. Muffin getting right back to the top of the scoreboard after that operator was in the mix. Again, just simple rotations, finding different angles at the start of each round. Finding value time and time again, but Connie, positives, right? You're going to see that support system be kind of a little more robust here on the attacking side.
Yeah.
They have an interesting stat there of the percentage of attacking round win rate here. I was going to say, how many is that actually going to tag up with the blind? Lots of information here. Goes across to X10 very early on. This is the sort of thing that Heather was alluding to on that heat map. And interestingly enough, one of the hotspots is towards kind of Nest and then Bridge. So, I was going to say, Kru have to have their head on a swivel in terms of these rotations. But this could kind of be a red herring. First blood comes on Tube, might actually draw. I was going to say, it's going to draw Feist and Connier out.
Perfect timing for Muffin to swing off the utility as well there. Lovely work, big intention, Kinnear. Looking to connect a second, doesn't get it. Big trade for Ginny. And you can see Kalita chomping at the bit, wants to dive out there, wants to try and change it, can't. Spike now down, lovely, almost, as you said, red herring. I don't know whether they fully intended it, but it worked perfectly. Kalita, last one alive now, as the Sheriff, but the odds of this are very slim.
Polly posted up as well. The Sheriff will do damage to that box, but Polly's still 60 HP, alive and kicking. Very comfortable hold here. You see Baby TZ stacked all the way up. Ginny should even hear these steps coming through towards Archers.
Yeah,
Beautiful
lovely
stuff. Like I said, it's the timing on that. The fact that that first blood comes through, it draws Based and Connier out of tunnel, and X10 is set up, ready and waiting for that rotation.
Shot from the other side, yeah, real crisp. And the timing on this. And I'm sure you're loving it. If you've just suddenly caught 2 of those plays, maybe expecting to catch someone lingering around tunnel, but you see 2 starting to progress, catch him in no man's land, that's the site open. So Spirit's at an all-time high, it seems, and Kru not the same to be said. So the gap now could potentially start to close in.
Heavy emphasis towards A, whether or not this is going to be a straight push through Cave. Potential for upset, actually, because the spike is positioned down here at bottom mid. Spike and a trap to get past, though. Romy, Kalita, and Konsu all pushed up Based as well, actually. X10 ready and waiting once again, though. Maybe trying to actually backstab Polly on that previous lurk on the pistol in Tube. If they pop here, I mean, like I said, Romy's got a Sheriff to work with. And this is Spike here.
This could be a tricky position. And timing. Oh, hello. Feel like that's not going to be a live round.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Mike? I really wanted that Sheriff and I missed my chance at it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it really annoys me.
Right,
every time.
okay.
Just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is not going to be a live round. You know, it's
they're holding angles. They're posted up. They're anticipating some aggression outside of B.
We call this a deep default, right?
Yep.
The deepest of defaults. And
Connor's
actually, Kru doing the same thing.
Connor spotted him.
Oh, no. Oh, it's incredible! Yeah, so, terrible how good
Do you know what's really
fake
weird?
it.
Nothing went wrong yesterday in
Right.
first map. We're back together, so.
Oh, not the knife. Not the knife. You wouldn't do it. There you go. That's great. Don't clap that.
And the crowd
audience.
go mild.
Audience, come on. Come on, audience. You're not clapping for this. It's canned laughter. Appreciate it, production.
Brilliant.
They went, yeah, hit the laugh.
Kru going to lean back towards A site. I think think it's going to be an instant walk through cave, though, this time. Spike not committed. Over towards Cannon. I think X10 probably anticipating a little bit of aggression here, so no surprises to see. Kru slipping back into a deeper hold. Konsu, Sheriff in hand, yes, but no snake bite to really slow anything down if X10 decide to force their way to B site. Not really making moves just yet. I think about now, Konsu should hear that Trailblazer come through the walls, going to confirm it anyway.
Yeah. This is where Kru going to scramble, try and get over there in time, but obviously they did go for the stack towards 8 and will be overwhelmed. So we'll be waving the banner of X10. That'll be a comfortable plant there. Don't think anything's going to dissuade that. And now we look at the post plants. Quite well rounded. No one overextending. Maybe a little bit of, maybe a chance for Poly to be pressured. They do somehow navigate past the trap unawares. That'll at least be, now the pressure starts, yeah. So Poly goes for a swing and actually does get caught, and that flash then comes in. Muffin.
Even numbers, but
It's the next couple of steps,
yeah.
so it's again the weaponry that's tricky. Maybe they can do a little something with it. Muffin going to find the right timing to go around the world. This could be huge as well. Perfect, and the follow-up, lovely work. And the last one alive does fall. 3 still standing for X10. Not too many threats there, and they keep moving forward.
Bring it within touching distance now. Kru definitely need to make something happen on their first buy round. Bulldog here in the hands of Konsu. And maybe just on the back of some of those investments towards the Sheriffs.
Poison's gone.
A Muffin. A nice little clean up here. As I said, time was ticking away, even though it came to a 4v4. Still a big gap to close.
Time to mobilize my pack.
Actually, it's just the 3 Spectres and the Sheriff. So X10 hoping to ride this through. Have a full reset for the 4th round of this half. Let's just see how aggressive Kru play this. Beist and Romy looking to take mid early on. X10 have held this deep default time and time again so far in the second half. I'm not even sure actually if that knife revealed anything outside B.
I'm not sure if it did. They were.
I saw Ginny, Muffin, and Poly all just take 2 or 3 steps back. Yeah.
Kind of with you on this. They're taking the time. Kinnear going to be the one on the chopping block here. Again, no support quickly on the way. Maybe they could, I guess, get Romy there. But yeah, Kinnear is in so much danger. There's not too many ways out of this. No, overwhelmed. Just gets smothered in the end. That's a rifle recovered. The lurk is gorgeous. X10 looking nasty at this. And now they got options. They could start pressuring wherever they want. There's a player behind the wire. Ginny going to know the player as well. That's Kalita now considered. And Ginny's going to hear all these steps. As much as Ginny can do here. Overwhelmed though. 3v1 there essentially at the end, but let's see if X10 can really dig their heels in here.
Poly's still got snake bites to slow this down though.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Kru probably got to give this up, yeah. They're thinking better of it. Romy's going to post up, maybe try and prevent any exits, but with Baby TZ in that lurk once again. Heather mentioned this on the desk. They talked about one of those hot spots was over towards bridge and the top of tube. That's exactly what's happened here. Baby TZ able to get right behind this rotation, reduce the numbers, and then make sure that actually, on the flip side, no exits can occur. They have that safe retreat towards the defensive spawn.
Yeah.
Now's when you get a little bit worried, to be honest with you. You see Connor's TP did just about go off, but still caught ahead of it. Gonna force up around what was saved on the side of Kru. No ultimates to work with just yet. And X10 slow and steady wins the race in the second half.
Yeah, they've kind of now forced this additional round over to round 16. Going to be very cautious with these rifles. Light armor here, starting to dwindle in the utility department as well. Be proactive about it. Trying to find a new way to navigate, and it's going to be Alyssa, Poly, potentially the ones to find this out first. And they actually seem somewhat aware. Poly! How do you get 2 in that scenario? Based gets caught up in it as well, and now suddenly, of course, you want to just head towards A. That's some rifles on the ground. You can start working towards it. There are still players here. It's not completely without some defense, but Kalita got to be careful about it too. This could be another issue if she goes down.
So Poly just waiting for the rest of the team to push up here. Kalita, though, sharp to it.
Okay.
Standing her ground. Actually holds onto the angle. A big snake bite comes through. Konsu going to find Baby TZ as well.
Yeah, okay, they're being kind of shredded on the way in. It is still a 3v3 for the post plant. Spike's in. Genie trying to help out Alyssa a little here. I think just out of range on it, but Muffin, the one on guard duty towards CT. There's that shock dart that didn't do as much as I thought it might, but they are still standing, but it's going to be a trade out 2v2 now. Kalita needs to start working the way in, and that is going to be the information starting to be relayed. Alyssa very isolated. The shock dart's going to go down. The flash comes in. The swing. Alyssa has to stand and fight. Ginny's gone. It's all the one, and Kinnear dives in. And Kru maintain lead. They'll take it one step further.
Away from this, though. Massive economical advantage for X10. Already built up a bankroll. Damage done here, but Kru get there first on the board. After 3 unanswered. Polly going huge at the start of this.
Yeah.
I said crucial kill here for Kalita to wait around. I said Polly is just posted, waiting for some contact on site. That's why that kill is so crucial. See if Kru can build upon this now. Again, almost similar purchase to round 3. It's the Bulldog for Konsu. 4 rifles, the light shield as well for Connier, but Ultimate's just about coming online now. Kalita 1 away, Connier 1 away. Alyssa and Muffin, Bladestorm and Hunter's Fury at the ready. A little bit more proactive here with this default as well on the side of X10. I don't know if they feel as if they've found a point of weakness here, but adjustment on the trap. We'll deal with that elbow progress very early on.
There should be a bit of information too. Seeing the 2 players posted towards that B site. Rather than just Kinnear solo. We'll have Beisht in support. This time looked like a fight that was a bit awkward there, but both get to keep their lives and pretend it never happened.
Problem being, all the focus was towards elbow and B, so no real progress elsewhere. Baby TZ probably just checking that cam. Again, with Kru's economy, they want to hold on to these weapons now. They want a clean round victory. We'll see no risks taken just yet. See Beisht, big knife once again on the cooldown. Actually finds a kill as well. Muffin will fall ahead of this execute.
Oh, that's stunning. 3 quick kills back to back, and B is looking inaccessible. Ginny has to fall away from it. Polly can find no access, and it was looking like that double pump could have found some validity to it. Yes, the knife was some big information, but the 3 there. Romy looked like that was very much possible. But with 3 seconds, they just want to try and stay alive. Keep the rifles they have. Great defensive hold coming out this time again. Starting to really build up this time.
And actually carrying across the 5 weapons. Yeah, Konsu's still on that Bulldog, but it's kind of the saving grace here for Kru that they're able to get themselves back into a position. They can kind of afford 1 buy in hand. It's a beautiful base, though. Again, the timing. That knife to come back off cooldown after the start of the round to deal with the owl drone. Because X10 are just holding on to all utility, waiting for this push to come out. Like I said, it's only really the trap. But Kru look happy to kind of play this slow game. And it's working for them.
Yeah, it's certainly worked out for the last couple of rounds. Didn't quite find it. Okay, so that's going to be in play for a little bit longer. That little security blanket will hold. There is a little bit of pressure on that side anyway. Ginny is over there kind of pressuring occasionally, so that's not going to be particularly on the cards just yet. It is a substantially heavy lean towards it, and again, last time though, we did see them go for this B piece eventually. And sadly for Kinnear, they were unable to get away from it by the time they were already on the side, but I'm wondering if they're leaning back this way.
It's such a good read from Kru. Again, not really feeling the heat whatsoever towards this side of the map, and they stack 3 towards site, and they've got 1 member towards tube as well. Safe TP over on B, so Connier can get out. Just in case. Knife, I don't think revealed anything. But as soon as this wall goes up, Kru are going to have all the information they need.
It's a good feeling when you got 4 of you standing there. Feeling like you got the game read. Hunter's Fury going to come through. Romy still towards the side, waiting for that first player to appear, and actually does deal with Muffin pretty handedly. No further pressure yet, and the temptation beckoning. Romy wants to step the wall, and the flash
is beautiful.
was divine. Set that into motion. And the Alyssa on the back line's feeling lonely, not much more to be said. Does get bailed out by Mills, so Baby TZ still going to make a go of this one. But now with the position noted, going to lose a lot of that validity, a lot of that opportunity. Maybe starts to do some damage though. 8 seconds, and everyone is just tucking the hell in. They want none of this anymore. 4 more seconds, and the round will fizzle out.
Talk about the util difference here. Another round from base. Showing value on that support role. The knife in the previous, a perfect flash to set Romy in motion. Another example where Muffin, like I said, the spacing's just a little off. As soon as this wall goes up, Muffin dies here. There's nothing really that X10 can do. They have to wait this out. Like I said, at the point where X10 want to try and slow things down, catch their breath, that flash comes through. Based sets up Romy for success.
But it's quite nice to see that kind of reactivation of a proactive defense after that first contact. To be willing to hit that flash, get through the wall, get in their face, kind of take away that second layer, really dividing and kind of conquering at this point. 7-11, Kru back in control. We do need to see a turn of events here for X10 before this really spirals out of that potential chance. And a pace change looks like the answer. Oh dear, how
Much
are they
better,
alive?
but Polly's found it.
How is Romy still standing? Romy should have been dead. Finally goes down. And this is way better. Polly. Oh, poor old Polly. Not going to get the cracker today. 3v3 now. Spike is down, so something favorable towards X10 here. Decent post plants. Good amount of map territory still in their hands.
Actually, Haldor going to tag out, but no progress towards site here. Konsu posted up, a Baby TZ not giving anything away just yet. And now that the dart's dealt with, that should be the green light for Kru on this retake. No damage done just yet.
Crossfire, there it is. Ginny holding Alyssa safe.
Oh, no.
What? Trying to turn and run. There's no one running, no hiding. It's down to Baby TZ now in a 1v2, and the position is going to be brutal. They have to hold this down, though. Kanir running out of time. Running out of options, and the defuse is not going to happen. X10 still alive with a Red Bull clutch.
And this is a beautiful switch of pace as well. They avoid the knife, they avoid the recon, and actually, for the first time during that utility cooldown, the Kru have had the advantage of on every late round hit that X10 have attempted. They get ahead of all of that. Straight up through double doors. The tour de force doesn't land at all. And even here with a very strange kind of back and forth towards double doors. See, Ginny just couldn't find the door inside that poison orb. Baby TZ plays the time perfectly, comes right down to the wire. And the knock-on effect, a Spectre in the hands of Muffin, but Blade Storm available. Big ultimate cycle here for both teams. It's only really Alyssa's Hunter's Fury and Connor. That's all the force missing.
And again, you talked about pace change. It looks like they are trying to explore this. Already going to force Kanir away, sit deeper towards CT. That's the site now gained. This pace change could be exactly what the Doctor ordered. Hunter's Fury, yeah, that'll be sent down. Does it find any purchase? A tag on Ginny. Not too bad, but obviously not the dream result. Does not deny the plant. Doesn't give you any real deep information. This is a fabulous round from X10.
Very clean on the way through, actually.
Toxin screen down.
Yeah, Kinnear the one to find Muffin, though. Now looking for that next step back through. That was the kind of front player. That was a player who was willing to take the fight in the lurk.
Okay, Polly finally finds it. Clean on the second, though.
Yeah, the first was an absolute tragedy. Made a meal of it. Ginny not going to get checked and gets away with it. This is now just looking messy. X10 get across the line, but probably not going to want to watch that one back.
Following through with this pace as well, and it's almost catching Kru off guard. That early conditioning, we're playing so slow with that deep default. Now actually reaping the rewards for that. And Kru back down to a position where they can't actually buy hit. Talk about how many ultimates were available. Now we're just left with the Neural Theft and the Viper's Bit on the side of X10. So got to ride this one out. Good buffer. I mean, other than Baby TZ and Alyssa, finances might just come around for X10 to play another scrappy round here.
Really playing with the pacing of this game. Couple of quick rounds, maybe trying to get the feel of what this purchase is going to be. Can already see Kru getting proactive here. So I'll take a little bit of control towards Cave. Going to leave Romy post up a little bit deeper. Maybe work off Konsu's contact. Well, the rest of the map is do what you can with the Sheriff, really, and maybe a Marshal here or there for Kunir. So not particularly a massive threat if they do this diligently. Do get a little worried if X10 do leave this too late. They do like those slower rounds, which can cause issues, and there could be 3 players posted on this B site.
As I say, yeah, with Kalita already rotating this way. Base could deal with this with the knife. Actually, will come through, yeah. Find good information. Not sure if that was, well, it's at least 2.
Yeah.
Noted here. The Owl Drone, though, going to come through for free after that knife has been used.
Beish is just getting all the attention drawn this way. Nice little reveal. Huge information. They've got to know it all now. Shock dart's going to be put in. You see them trying to hunt down Kalita. Gets one, still stands. Beish by the side. The pop flash going to come in, and they're going to push on this. Didn't quite fully crest the corner as Alyssa does find Kinnear. Kalita barely breathing, but still fragging. Beish sitting pretty on 100 HP still, and now the support system's in place. Romi's made it around, and they've had to go for the scramble. But Kalita, the shot in the dark, and almost another comes out. Kalita 8 HP. Still firing off, and 2 players now cowering inside that Viper's pit. Kalita, would you dare consider it? Would you still check on this one?
Standing ahead.
And in we go. First player noted, and there it is, pouncing to trade towards Polly. And the reveal, the grand reveal of it all. Ginny with a great pop flash, still has 1 flash to play with. Diffuse comes in!
What is
Kru,
that?
deadly with the Sheriffs.
I mean, Base goes huge to bail out over towards backside there. So much damage done on the way through. For the first time, actually, X10 baiting out that knife, knowing that they have safety in numbers to come through with the dash and the Owl Drone, but it doesn't matter. Kru dig their heels in with just the pistols here. Kalita with the first. This was talking about Base. Great counter peek here. Didn't even catch that one. When did that happen? As well, they even just hear Kalita throwing the recon bolt right on top of Polly inside that Viper's pit. Fantastic round from Kru. That puts them on 12.
This is a scary thing, because the only things that was really working overall for X10 in my mind that you rightly noted was that fast pace, that pacey approach. It's very hard to pick yourself up when you've just been kind of battered like that and go right back to business. Be like, okay, guys, we can just charge on in. We got this. You're not feeling as confident now, starting to feel a little weary, even though you're so close to those double digits that could bring you back in this game. Still enough of a buy, not perfect, but it's somewhat there. And the A site looks like it's the goal.
That actually does clear all the way to the edge here, but
Same
Romy
again. Where's the
still
flash?
finds it, yeah. And
Wait
look at the
for that KO
spacing.
flash.
Where's the second layer to this? Ginny over towards mid.
Oh, this is worrying. We've seen it before, and we might just be seeing it again. Ginny, could you navigate around this? Oh, and Kinnear's seen it all, committing to those shots, and that's the spike now lost. And well, Ginny's got one on the platter, but needs a whole lot more.
Whoa.
Gets more, Ginny! Where'd you get that from? Beish goes down. How much fight does Ginny have in her? That's massive damage. 2 more. Romy and Konzu. Seeker's going to come online.
Good spike, though. And already Romy's pushed up on it.
Does manage to get across. Going to spot out both the players. Both flashes to play with 87 HP. There's still a shot at this. The flash will give away a little of the game, but trying to give herself a favorable fight here. Spots out another, but this player close. It's Romy. There's 2 players facing Ginny.
Oh my
That's
God.
1. She
No
needs
way.
1 more. 13 seconds. Ginny's going to get the frag or somehow
There's no
teleport to
time.
site. I think it's just gonna run down. And Ginny, heartbreak here. Seconds away from being on the site. Such a valiant attempt into the round. But it will be Kru with map 1.
I mean, Konsu gets tagged up to 30 HP. I thought for a second there, Ginny
Dead.
had lined
Yeah.
them both up. What a crazy back and forth this map was.